You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. 3 more chemical drums have been removed from Bethpage Community Park. That means more than 20 drums have been found since digging began 6 weeks ago. The site used to be the dumping grounds for Grumman Aerospace. An initial test showed the first 6 drums contained waste petroleum and a carcinogen. For more info on this story, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And a Nassau contractor has been found guilty of criminally negligent homicide. Prosecutors say 48-year-old Nadim Anwar ignored safety protocols, causing a stone wall to collapse and kill a 5-year-old girl. The Valley Stream man was acquitted of charges of manslaughter and reckless endangerment. And a Brooklyn man has been charged in alleged carjacking on Long Island. Steve Langford spoke to an eyewitness.
I heard a loud, piercing scream.
It was February 7th, about 5:25 p.m. here outside the Stretch Zone shop on Northern Boulevard in Manhasset, when 2 men with a gun grabbed a woman parking her 2024 Mercedes-Benz truck and pulled her out of the vehicle, police say.
They got violent with her. The poor woman, she's like, she's just traumatized.
Shop manager Armando Gonzalez quickly realized the carjacking victim was a customer of his. The victim was lying on the ground with a gun pointed at her when prosecutors say the suspects almost ran over her as they escaped. Now, over 3 months later, 22-year-old Brian Perales of Brooklyn has been arraigned in Nassau County on charges of first-degree robbery. A prosecutor told Nassau County District Court the suspect and his accomplice, assisted by a driver in another car, fled in both vehicles westbound on Northern Boulevard toward the Bronx, ditching the Mercedes there before heading back to Queens on the Whitestone Bridge. The NYPD aviation unit tracked the getaway car and followed Perales as he jumped off a retaining wall on the bridge, according to the prosecutor. The NYPD finally found their suspect hiding in the bushes of a nearby home. The 2 other suspects got away, but since February, Perales has been in and out of court in the city on other charges, the prosecutor said. Nassau County Police arresting him Monday as he made bail in one of those cases. In Hempstead Tuesday, the judge set bail at $250,000 cash or $500,000 bond or $1.25 million partially secured.
Things like this don't occur here. They don't happen.
Back in Manhasset, the shop manager who saw the carjacking go down says his customer lost both her car and peace of mind.
She's traumatized. She doesn't want to come back.
Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
A new epilepsy monitoring unit is coming to Long Island. The unit will open at Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital on Wednesday. The more than $2 million project is expected to see 100 patients in its first year. And if you haven't heard, Red Lobster is closing dozens of its locations, including one on Long Island. The restaurant in Stony Brook has closed its doors, and reports say the company is considering filing for bankruptcy. There are still 6 other locations that are open on the island. And a mid-century motel has been modernized on the North Fork. The adventures of Scott Vogel continue.
You know those commercials where they ask you to do nothing for 30 seconds except listen to the sound of the rain? This is that kind of getaway. As in, get away.
The North Fork has always been an unfancy, fancy place. Comfortable rather than chic, going back to the 1950s and 60s when thousands of families piled into their cars every summer and headed to the East End's motels, most of which were simple, no frills, and cheap. Over time, some fell into disrepair, while others, like the Dreamers Cove Inn in Accabogue, which opened in 1964, were spectacularly transformed into this, the Aqua Beach Hotel.
A lot of it is very similar, like when you drive up here to check in, but a lot of it is kind of upgraded, making it look more of what it is, luxurious and kind of a relaxing stay away rather than a motel style.
In a way, the place has come full circle. It really is a cove for dreamers now, especially if you go before the summer crowds and without a cameraman.
Am I looking at you? Is that loud enough? All right, one more.
A place for serenity, relaxation, getting away from it all.
Unless someone just got a drum. Really? Relax here. Okay, thank you. Bye. Out.
The rooms haven't just been updated, they've been reimagined for what's now an adults-only property. with a clean, attractive design that's modern and retro at once, and only heightens the sense of tranquility. Leave the chaos of the wider world behind as you step into the Scandinavian sanctuary that is Aqua Beach's Barrel Sauna, where you can reconnect with yourself and make new friends. Feel the stresses and worries of life, all your self-esteem and body issues, melt away in your own private hot tub. Or just do nothing at all on the hotel's private Peconic Bay Beach. It's your wellness journey after all.
Did you hear that? I'm talking to you. I think we got it. It's relaxation time. Okay.
By evening, you'll already be feeling a renewed sense of calm, a happiness, a stillness within. And by the next morning, whatever your road to bliss, whatever your personal path to peace, you'll wake up a new person, refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to face the rat race again with a completely new attitude.
Now, to read more about these modernized motels, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
The Rangers were stunned by the Hurricanes after losing Game 5 at MSG. Newsday Rangers beat reporter Colin Stevenson reports from the Garden.
Hi everybody, this is Colin Stevenson coming to you from Madison Square Garden, where the Rangers have just lost Game 5 of their second round series against the Carolina Hurricanes by the score of 4-1. The Rangers do still lead the series 3-2 and have a chance to close it out on Thursday.
Definitely something to learn on. I don't think we thought this was going to be a cakewalk. Lost 2, faced a little adversity. We'll see what we're made of going down to Carolina.
Game 6 in Raleigh, North Carolina. But it is a very worrisome point in the series for the Rangers because they've now lost 2 games in a row, and only 4 teams in the history of the NHL have rallied from 3 games down to win a series. Carolina Hurricanes are halfway to doing that. The Rangers certainly don't want to be on the wrong side of history, so they have a couple of days off now before they regroup and try and close out the series again in Carolina on Thursday.
Now, to read more about the Rangers, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now let's take a look at your wet Long Island weather. If you were outside today, it was a gorgeous day for the most part, but it is going to rain tomorrow. You can see tonight we have clouds with temps in the high 50s, and the rain moves in during the morning time. Not early morning, at least. If you have to get out through the door before 9 o'clock, you will at least stay a little dry, but not for long. If you look at a 7-day forecast, we have rain the next day too, and the weekend is a washout.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.